I'm Sal.
I'm Beth.
We are the brewery lovers, here to tell you about Minnesota.
Yeah, we went to Minnesota.
That's how they say it up there. Minnesota.
You just insulted everybody who lives in Minnesota.
No, I didn't. That's how they say it.
Okay.
What did I just say to you a minute ago? You don't even remember.
No.
I said, could you turn off the fan? Who says fan? People from New Jersey. We're just as wacky as the people from Minnesota.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. It's you know what? It's one of the nice things when you travel around the country and you hear accents.
Yeah, local dialects.
Because everywhere you go, there's a Home Depot, there's an Applebee's, there's a, I don't know, what?
Panda Express.
Panda Express.
I'm not even sure what it is, but they're out there.
Yeah, we did see a lot of Panda Expresses, or would it be Pandas Express? Not sure.
Like attorneys general?
Yes, attorneys general. Okay. We digress. Are we talking about beer?
Yep.
What are we drinking?
So it's from Thesis Beer Project.
In Rochester,
and
Minnesota.
It's a crowler, but it's labeled. It's called Outfly. And it is a Schwarzbier.
Schwarzbier.
Yeah.
Schwarzbier is a dark-ish. It's a dark German lager. Even though the name means black beer, it's not black. It should never be black. So it's more of a... Yeah, it's kind of a...
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, it's a brown, dark brown. Could go it's medium to dark brown. It should not be black. And it's lager. It's actually pretty light for a dark beer. It doesn't taste like dark beer. In fact, if you get one that tastes like dark beer, it's kind of a fault. It shouldn't really have a huge roasty, toasty character. A little bit.
Not chocolate, not coffee.
Now, this one, the head fell quickly, but that's not the fault of the brewer. That's because we've had this crowler in the refrigerator
for a couple weeks.
For a long time.
And we just shared it with other people.
We did.
So it's been open for a half an hour.
A crowler is a can that there's no lid.
It's big.
In the brewery. So they fill this up from the tap, and then they put a lid on it. So it's not being canned under pressure like a regular canning line would. So it's meant to be drunk quickly.
Yes.
We didn't
do.
Drink it quickly.
But it's still great.
It's very, very tasty, and it's definitely to style. Okay, off to the video. We did find two really good breweries in Rochester. One is the Thesis, which is where the Schwarzbier came from. Nice place. Very kind of an open, airy plan for the good and the thirsty, like that. Really tidy.
Great art.
Yeah, interesting wall art. They definitely hired a designer who with some talent. Good sized place. Really tidy brewery. I like the LED lights on the
they're
fermenters.
pretty.
And it was understated. It wasn't, in your face. Just a little bit of color. Very interesting. No paper towels.
Nope.
We don't normally.
There was actual hand towels.
We don't normally videotape the bathroom, but this warranted it because it was so unusual. I think that's the only brewery we've been to that
had hand towels like that.
No paper towels. So they're obviously trying to do their part for the environment. Nicely laid out place. Lots of stuff on tap. What did we like?
Well, I walked in and I had to try, it was called Thesis Pieces.
Thesis Pieces, yeah.
Which was a peanut butter blonde.
Did you like it?
I did like it because I love peanut butter. Like I would eat peanut butter and jelly all the time if it was up to me. I think we pretty much liked everything we
did.
had
the beers
there.
were superb. They really were.
Fluffy Clouds, hazy double IPA, with a variety of hops. Dirty Boots, they had a Maybach.
A Maybach, that's interesting. You don't see that very often.
And then we had a couple Belgians. Gold Fox was a dry hopped Belgian strong, which is a category that I judged in South Carolina.
Really good.
And Giggle, which was a Belgian triple.
Yeah, that was really good.
And that was 9.5%. They were both big. The strong was 8. The triple was 9.5. So everything we had there was really good.
And a hazy New England. Oh,
yep.
More. The Schwarzbier. And what's the other one? Oh, Imperial Pastry Stout.
Yeah.
Coconut,
Scout
cacao,
Skip Day.
vanilla, caramel.
It was so delicious, and it sounds like it would be sweet. It wasn't sweet at all.
It was really, really well made. They're doing a fine, fine job over at Thesis. Then we headed over to Forager. Interesting place. It was kind of more of a brew pub, right? They had a full restaurant.
They had a full lunch and dinner menu, and they had a cafe next door that did breakfast.
Like a coffee cafe.
Yeah.
Pretty place. Just really nicely designed. There's a barrel room with a bunch of beer cans on the wall. Was there 100? I think there was more than 100 beer cans on that wall.
99 bottles of beer on the wall, I think.
Cans. This floor was really interesting, the way they had painted the floor. Just a lot of nice touches.
A lot of local art. They're all about local. The owner, Andy Henderson, like that's her mission, to make everything local. So the ingredients for both the restaurant and the brewery are as local as they can get them. The art is local. The music is local.
But this lamp was just hysterical and really nice. It was just a bunch of old coffee cups, like
teacups
that you would get from
gravy
the thrift
boats.
Store. And in amidst light bulbs, it was really clever.
It was beautiful,
unique, and pretty, and it was so simple.
Yeah,
it's
really
one of those things
lit that hallway nicely.
Yeah, you look at it and say, "Why didn't I think of that?"
We don't have enough clearance here. I would do it.
There might be a problem here. The ceiling fan was an old windmill blade, which I thought was really clever.
Well, and you didn't take pictures of it, but the restrooms there, too, were crazy pretty. It was sheet music in the ladies' room,
yeah.
I think.
And maps.
And maps on the men's room.
Right.
It was just so pretty.
This lucite, underneath lucite, these pennies. Spelling out the name of the brewery. Somebody spent a lot of time on that table. Once again, beers were really, really good. Live music, you mentioned that.
Yep.
You didn't mention it, but you wrote it down. Live music. He was good, too.
Yeah.
Shameless plug there for brewery lovers.
So, like, one of the names that cracked me up was called Dad Bod, and we saw that at another brewery. Do you remember that?
Dad Bod, yeah. Scottish ale.
It was
Scotch ale.
Scotch ale.
Yeah.
It was 10.2%. It was smokier than the guidelines would say, but it was really good. And that was a collaboration with Little Thistle, which is also in Rochester, but we didn't get there.
Okay, got it.
There's, more breweries than we have time to cover.
Yes, there are. Pudding Goggles was really good.
That was an imperial pastry. And it was a porter, not a stout. It was a porter. Coconut, roasted cacao nibs, roasted scraped vanilla beans, and cinnamon.
It was really nice.
Really flavorful.
I'm not a big cinnamon guy, but it was balanced. There wasn't too much of anything.
No.
It was really nice.
Nice stuff. Chemical Calisthenics. I think we took a 6-pack of that away with us.
New England IPA.
Yeah. But with a variety of grains: barley, spelt, oats, and wheat, and then New Zealand hops.
Mm-hmm.
It was really yummy. And then Big Dip, DIP, Ursa, which was an 11.2% quad.
Quad IPA. Yeah.
And so many beautiful hops in there: Sabro, Cryo, Idaho 7, Cashmere, Nectaron. So it had all kinds of tropical fruit flavors in there.
It was nice.
A lot of the New Zealand throws a lot of tropical fruit. We had a Pilsner, and we had a Doppelbock.
Yeah, nice portfolio. Really a broad range of stuff, and they're doing them all really well.
Yep.
So we didn't have a whole lot of time to explore Rochester, but these are the two breweries that we visited and wanted to share with you.
And loved.
Yeah, we loved them both.
We loved them both.
Good stuff. Put them on your list.
Rochester, Minnesota.
Is that it?
For now.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.